In the beginning of this story, it is told that in the past humans made a lot of progress. He started going deeper into space. Because of this, they discovered many different planets where there was life, but the World War started on the Earth, which was the Third World War, in which nuclear bomb was used, and due to nuclear bomb, the whole Earth went into dark ages. And only then came a civilization from space, that is, from the universe, which is called Vulcan. They helped humans to make the Earth as before, and now there is an organization on the Earth which finds those planets in the universe where there is intelligent life so that knowledge can be shared with them. This year is 2235, that is, 210 years ahead of today, where humans now have very modern spaceships that run at the speed of light. Similarly, a spaceship is shown whose captain learns that a strange lightning storm is coming at a distance from them. To investigate it, he would take his spaceship to that lightning storm, and only then a huge gigantic spaceship emerges from inside it, which belongs to Romulan. This is a race whose planet has been destroyed, and now they attack the spaceships of the captains, that is, the people of Earth. Romulan spaceships are so large and advanced that human spaceships cannot compete with them. The Romulan's first officer tells the human captain that I want to meet you. After that, the captain makes his first office. The captain of the SIP and himself goes to the Romulan spaceship, where he is asked many questions, whose answers does not give. That's why he would have been killed, and humans come to know about this, and now he is the new captain in the spaceship of humans. He has to take some decision or the other, in which there are 800 people whose lives he has to save. In which there is also his pregnant wife who is about to deliver. He tells everyone to get out of the spaceship because he knows that the spaceship of the Romulan race will completely destroy their spaceship, and when everyone is getting out, the spaceship's auto system malfunctions. That means someone has to stay here. The captain himself decides to stay here. Meanwhile, the captain learns that his wife has given birth to a boy who becomes very emotional upon hearing this and names his son James. After everyone leaves, the captain rams his spaceship into the Romulan spaceship, causing an explosion, killing the captain. But he saved the lives of 800 people by giving his life. 17 years pass where we are shown a boy named Spock whose father was a Vulcan, i.e. those people who helped humans to save the Earth, but his mom was a human. That is why he was sent to the Vulcan Science Academy. Admission is not given. Despite this, he is very brilliant. This hurts her a lot. That's why Spock joins the Starfleet, which is made up of humans. Seeing his ability, he is made the first officer. On the other hand, we are shown James, who was born 17 years ago, whose father, Captain, gave his life to save 800 lives. James is very intelligent, but he does not follow any rules, and then some people from Starseek come here and James gets into a fight. Meanwhile, the captain also arrives who knew James's father. He talks to James and tells that your father became captain for only 8 minutes, but he saved 800 lives. I want you to join Starfleet because you are intelligent. Like your father, you also have potential inside you which you can use. After 6 years you will be made a commander. But James is not interested in it at all. That's why he asks the captain to leave, but soon he realizes that he should do something with his life, so he joins the Starfleet Academy where everyone is now trained. 3 years pass, and after 3 years there is a test which is very difficult. Passing it is not so easy, and James easily passes this test without any fear, which surprises everyone because no one has been able to pass this test till date. Spock, who is half Vulcan and half human, puts a case against James and says that it is very important to be afraid of the test. The meaning of this test is that how a person takes decisions in fear, but there was no fear at all inside James. This means he can become a danger to others. His words seem logical to everyone, so he is suspended. Right now everyone here learns that once again a lightning storm has been detected in the universe. The same kind of lightning storm that killed James' father many years ago. Here, preparations are made to send all the new people of Starfield on the mission, but James is disqualified, that is, he will not go on the mission. James is accompanied by a doctor who is also his friend. He purposely injects her with something which makes her ill and tells everyone that I cannot leave my patient here alone. That's why James also has to take me with him, and in this way James gets Parmesan, and now everyone goes in a spaceship whose captain is Bike, the same captain who inspired James to join the academy, who is James's father. New 2. The captain informs everyone that a lightning storm has been detected near the planet Vulcan. That's why Vulcan Planet has requested us to investigate it and save all the people on Vulcan Planet. Actually, this special ship is very big in which many people are rescued, and when James comes to know about the lightning storm, he goes to the captain and says that many years ago a similar lightning storm happened. Was seen, from inside which Romulan's spaceship came out, which attacked the human spaceship. We should be alert. However, no one believes his words. She happens to be a girl in the spaceship named Uhura and tells everyone what James is doing. There is truth in that because there is a huge spaceship around Vulcan which belongs to Romulan, and now they reach Vulcan Planet. Where in reality there is a huge spaceship in front of them, which belongs to Romulan, whose first office. The commander named Nero connects to the human spaceship and says that I am not from the Federation. I want to talk to Spock. Hala Spock doesn't know her. Nero talks to Spock. After this he tells the captain that you have to come on my spaceship. Nero is actually repeating the same thing that he repeated many years ago when he called the ship captain on his ship. Trying to get some information which he didn't get, after which he killed the captain, and now the captain of SIP knows same thing is going to happen to him, but he has no way, he has to go there. He must have completely shut down the transmitter of their ship. At the same time, Nero has a plan to destroy their spaceship and push the Vulcan planet into a black hole, causing it to disappear forever in the dark. Actually, Neuron has such a substance that he can create a black hole, and now, before going to the captain, he makes this Spock the captain of SIP, along with he makes a plane with James, in which James is sent to Romulan with his 2 companions. We'll have to go to the part of SIP from where Vulcan is drilling in the middle of the planet, and now head towards Captain Romulan's ship. The same is shown to James, who along with 2 of his companions reaches the drilled part, and they are killed simultaneously. Nero's men are also there, but James and his accomplice kill him and close the drill. When Nero comes to know about this, he gets very angry. But now their drill machine has already drilled till the core of Vulcan planet. After which Nero orders his people to destroy the matter from which the black hole is created. It should be thrown inside that hole so that the entire planet gets absorbed in the black hole. James tells his people that some matter has been dropped inside that hole from the Romulan ship, and then his partner, whose parachute had already burst, falls down. James jumps to save him and saves him. James grabs it, contacts his spaceship and says that we should be teleported to the ship as soon as possible. But he would have been falling down with a lot of speed, that's why it is not so easy to teleport him, but still there is a boy here who is expert in his work. Before hitting the ground, they are teleported back to the spaceship by Spock, who is the captain. He teleports himself to Vulcan's land, which is his own planet, because his mom and his own people are here who are in a temple, and this planet is slowly dying. That's why he goes to the temple where his mother is also. He wants to get everyone out of there and bring them to Starship. And his mom dies, which hurts him, but he is also the captain of the ship. That's why don't stop your mission. He controls his emotions. James says that the old captain of our SIP is still in Romulan's SIP. We should go there and save them. Sopak, who is the captain of the SIP, flatly refuses. He says that we will save everyone's life to save one person's life. Can't put you in danger. James and Spock get into a fight. So Spock throws James down in a capsule where there is a frozen planet. On the planet, James is attacked by a huge creature. James goes to the cave to save his life where there is an old man. He saves James' life from that creature and says that my name is Spock. I am the old form of the same Spock who is the captain of your ship. James doesn't believe his words, and now old Spock tells him that I have somehow reached the past through time travel from the future. 100 years ago, when I was the captain of a ship, I had received information that a huge explosion is going to happen in a star, and this blast will be so big that all the planets in the entire galaxy will be completely destroyed. We also got information 100 years ago, after which I made such a matter, from which black holes can be created. I was successful in making matter, and when the star exploded, I had put matter in it so that the whole star would get absorbed in that black hole. The star where the blast took place. There was Romulus' planet. We promised them that we would save your planet, but we could not save theirs. That's why their entire planet was destroyed. At that time I was in space in my spaceship. Nero was also in his spaceship, and when the black hole was created, we too entered inside it. When we came out on the other side of the black hole, we had reached the past, i.e. 100 years back in the past. Nero was very angry that we could not save his planet. That's why he wanted to take revenge on me. He snatched the mantle from which a black hole can be created. Nero left me here on this frozen planet so that I could watch my planet from here, and today when he destroyed our planet I was here watching that scene, which broke my heart. Neurodursel wanted to make me feel what he felt. At that time when his entire planet was engulfed in a black hole. James is convinced by his words that this is the future form of Captain Spock of his ship. Both of them reach the outpost of that company on this frozen planet. Where does James work? Here he meets an engineer. His duty here is on this post. James tells old Spock that you also take a sip with me so that you can understand your young version. Old Spock says I can't do it. This can lead to many changes. James says that Spock will never listen to me. Old Spock says that you have to bring out the feelings in him, because it is against the principles of a Vulcan and captain. James then arrives in his spaceship with the engineer, where young Spock would have been very surprised to see him. He asks his men to catch him. James says you don't have any emotion. Your planet is destroyed in front of you. Your mom was killed. But these things don't matter to you. This enrages Spock and tries to kill James. Although James does not attack him, he cannot control his emotions and brutally beats James in front of everyone. When he comes back to his senses, he realizes that he has broken the rules and now gives up the position of captain, after which James is made the captain of SIP, after which James decides that he will go to Nero's SIP. He asks Spock to accompany him, and with the engineer's help, both of them are teleported into Nero's siphon, and James sets out to find them to save his captain. He shows the speaker who wants to get the matter from which the black hole is created. Nero captures James here. Just Spock manages to escape from here with the matter from which the black hole is made, and when Nero comes to know about it, he starts trying to catch it. Taking advantage of this, James frees himself, attacks Nero's men, and also frees his captain. He destroys the spoke drill machine with which Nero is now drilling holes on Earth. Along with this, he has the same SIP inside, which is the matter from which black hole can be created, and now wants to collide that matter with Nero's spaceship so that the whole spaceship gets absorbed in the black hole. He also does this before, and before that he too gets absorbed in that black hole. The engineer teleports James to Spock and the captain to bring all three back to his SIP. After that, while talking to Nero, he would say that you surrender. We will save you and your people, but Nero does not want to surrender, after which he enters the black hole with his spaceship. After returning to Earth, James is made captain of SIP and Spock as his first officer, and with this the story ends. Hope you have liked this story.